way, yeah.
Yeah. Just go ahead and stop recording and listen to that real quick.
No, welcome back. My name is Logan. I am your host for Rogues of the Coast.
Oh no! I've made a blunder. Fuck.
We are back playing Live Alive. Hopefully, we're gonna get this shit done.
Well, hopefully, no one's gonna hear my gawk sounds in the future.
You're like, no, people are definitely.
Yeah, I'm not doing that again.
Do what again?
You know damn well what.
I need an adult, please.
I am an adult.
I need an adult. You're adult.
I count as
God.
2 adults.
That's you. You can count to 2 adults.
That's half true.
Oh, fair enough.
1.
I can count to 1, 2. I can count to 2. Can you only count to 4?
What comes after 1?
2.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
Okay, A, B.
Albuquerque.
No, that's ALB.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, so we are on the way to
Oh,
becoming
by the way, I'm
hero.
Chris. Welcome back to Rogues of the Coast.
I was fucking wondering when you were gonna get to that. Look, ooh, footprints. But you got there eventually.
You are leaving your own footprints. Are you trying to follow somebody?
Yeah, I'm following footprints that I did not put there. Oh goddamn. That's a bear.
That's a raging bear.
All right, let's see if we can do this.
It's like a bear, but a little bit angrier.
All right, I did 55 damage to him. He's about to fucking hurt my feelings. He's gonna do it.
I can't answer that.
He is resistant. That's okay. It's a multi-hit attack, anyways. So that's kind of what I'm looking for.
Look,
Oh.
I know we're recording right now, but this is just oh no. This just occurred to me. For the first time ever, I can hear things coming out of the TV. So can our fine viewers hear it?
Audio output. Hold on.
Just looking out for y'all.
Yeah, video capture device is on.
Well, I heard video capture devices on, but not audio capture device.
Yeah, that's what it's capturing. Is
Well, then why can I still hear it out of the TV? That's new.
because it's no, it's not.
I've never heard it out of the TV before.
It's because I haven't put the volume up.
Oh, can they hear it double out of the TV?
No, this is a directional microphone. So that's the video right there that you're looking at. If you be quiet.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the microphone.
All right, cool. Just looking out for y'all. Just thought it was prudent, and now I've learned something that I'll probably forget tomorrow.
That's fair.
Because I have not dedicated myself quite as much as our fine host here, Logan Thal.
Logan Fall.
Yeah.
You make me sound like a fiberglass cigarette.
Or is it Loganthiel?
I don't like either of those.
Loganiel?
No.
Yeah, that's it.
That sounds like a flower nobody wanted to be. No.
Loganiel?
Yep. Let's do some damage to him.
Our man Loganiel Stuttalot.
Fair. Sure, let's go with that.
Stutter a lot.
Oh, fucking
there we
dog.
go.
Donkey poo. I think I'll be able to do this and whack. So you got a D&D campaign going right now, right?
I do. I started DMing. Well, just like any good D&D campaign, we've hit a bit of a hiccup, if you will.
So you have found out how D&D is actually played.
It's nothing but stress, and I hate DMing.
Yeah,
because,
no.
It's like trying to herd butterflies.
Yes. So
The influx of the monarch butterflies has come, and I'll be damned if I can even get 3 of them in a jar.
effectively, you have convinced multiple people to sit down and play an imaginary game with pens, papers, pencils, and multi-sided dice.
Yep.
And then you guys started on the first night, right? Or day.
Morning.
Yeah. And you got maybe 1 or 2 in, and then people just started dropping. And now the real game begins of actually getting your players to show up.
It is an absolute nightmare in and of itself. What's really funny is, of course, I have two people who are absolutely ready to jump in. I've got another guy who's sick, of course, and he's got a lot going on in his life, just like we all do. Hell, I'm lucky if I can find time to put together, my prep work before having to actually mastermind this whole thing.
Yeah.
And
Look at this big, strong
and of course, one of
ginger.
our guys is going to be moving this summer, so we're going to be losing him as a player. And I only have 3 to begin with, so that means we're down to 2. And I got to be honest, I don't want a DM game with 2 people. That just doesn't seem as fun.
I've done that once.
Was it fun?
It was fun in the way that it was allowed to be ridiculous, and that's for the first time I got to try the peasant railgun.
That's fair. My second question to that is, would it have been funner with 3?
No.
Really?
It would have been too many people. Because this entire campaign setting was here. Tarask woke up, didn't go back to sleep.
Okay.
For those of you who don't know, Tarask is a giant bug monster behemoth
It's
dragon.
a world-ending event.
Yeah, it looks like a giant beetle dragon sort of situation.
It's a fucking dinosaur.
Something like that too,
It's
yeah.
an apocalyptic dinosaur creature.
It's big, it's unkillable, right?
Yep.
And so in that campaign, they wake up, eat, do whatever, go back to sleep, or they get banished or destroyed.
I'm listening.
Simple as that.
Sure. Oh, but what I was saying is... So, I got one guy who's going to be moving out during the summer, more than likely. And so we're going to bring in another guy, and we were supposed to play tomorrow, but of course now we can't play tomorrow. And there's also the possibility that one of the 3 guys, his life is just too busy and chaotic for him to be able to do what needs to be done. So I'm going to have a talk with him, and unfortunately, just so we can all try and play, or at least the majority of us can, I may drop him and bring in a whole other guy. Well, the benefit is we're not far enough into the campaign that it really matters, and I'll just reset the whole damn thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
You could make it a monthly game.
I don't want to do that.
That's fair.
I think bi-weekly, because the truth is, I don't think we play for long enough for it to be a monthly game.
Yeah, you'd want that to be kind of an
I'd want that
all-day
to
affair.
I do, and I don't think that is an option, which is why bi-weekly I think is going to be the way to go, which I'm fine with bi-weekly. That gives me more than enough time to actually do prep work when necessary. And, I'm about it. It works.
Fair enough. I have... once you start GMing, though, you will effectively become a forever GM at that. Especially if you're good at it.
Well, let's hope I suck.
Well, I mean...
That's all I've heard out of this. Let's hope I suck, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Because what I've realized just in the few sessions is that I am not the type of person who wants to half-ass this. And I think it's very important that if I'm going to half-ass anything, I should half-ass being a player. Because the reality is, not that I want to half-ass being a player, but if I half-ass being a player, there's at least 2 or more people who can pick up the slack for me in that session. If I'm half-assing being a DM, there's no one who can pick up that slack.
Right.
The players can't, because I'm not giving them enough to do anything with. And so I don't want to be the cause of us not being able to enjoy a game for sure. So I want to make sure that I'm properly prepared beforehand.
That's fair. It takes a lot of homework to GM appropriately, because you may not use anything in that. I've always felt that the GM is more of a narrator than anything else. And the players drive the story, because any good story is character-driven, not plot-driven.
Okay.
You can give them options, but murder hobos are going to murder hobo.
Well, I will say I am beneficial in this aspect that the players I'm playing with don't... They're plot-driven. They do not want to murder hobo.
Okay.
You know who they are.
Yeah, I've actually played with quite a few of the ones that you've played with,
so
and I've been there through their murder hobo phase.
Okay, fair enough. But in this time, they're definitely they're about that plot, which I guess in its own way is kind of beneficial because this campaign setting I'm running is called Crown of the Oathbreaker. It's developed by Elderbrain, a group of it's a third-party creator outside of Hungary.
Okay.
And the whole setting is it's a full plot the whole way through. And if anything, all I'm basically doing is saying, here's this. How do you guys want to go about this plot? That's really what it is at this point, which is kind of great because it can give me an idea for how to build or how a world is built and players can interact with it. Because I'm wanting to, build my own kind of thing for people to enjoy. And I've never done this before. So this is a nice insight for something fresh and new that they've never done setting-wise, because they've played through a lot of 5e. And I, of course, am I don't have near as much experience as them or even you, probably.
I've played 2 games of 5th edition.
Well, okay, my point is, but how much tabletop role-playing have you done in general?
A good bit.
That's my point. That's more what I mean. I'm on the lower side of just altogether tabletop.
Are you good at storytelling?
I don't know.
Okay. So
It's definitely something another thing that I'm trying to see if I can develop a better skill, which I know there's an innateness to being able to tell a good story.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's an innate talent behind it as well. But I also feel like to a certain extent, even if it's not an innate talent, you can get better.
Yes.
But if you've got someone who starts from, X point, someone who starts from Y point, and the X point being higher from innate talent perspective, they put in equal effort. The person who's got the X point of innate talent is going to be better. Just equal
Tis what
effort.
it is.
They got a better starting position, they put in the same effort. So, yeah. So I'm not saying I'm going to be the best person out there, but I still want people to enjoy themselves when I'm involved in something. When I try and play, when I'm a player, I really try and immerse myself. Not necessarily to the point of method acting, but damn near. I really, I just try and become another person the whole time and really try and embody whatever I've built for the character.
Mm-hmm.
To the point that it may be detrimental and I actually start taking some things personally in game because I stop being me.
Yeah, there's an element that a lot of GMs go through where they view it as GM versus player. And I use GM.
Oh, I mean when I'm a player, I will clarify that. When I'm trying to embody a player character,
I got you.
I may take things personally. I won't say I take anything personally as the GM. That's something that is not an issue for me. Just because I know I am trying to do so much at once. The only thing that I could take personally is if someone's not having a good time and refuses to tell me that. Because I'm like, why wouldn't you tell me that you're not having a good time?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you allow me to try and make this better for you and everybody involved? I would take that personally because that is an attack. I feel like that's a problem that shouldn't exist. And I just think that's an issue. But when it comes to player characters, I try and embody my character so much that if I hear something that feels like an insult to my character, I take it that way. And unfortunately, the flip side of that is I may insult someone and legitimately mean it, because in that moment, I am that person.
Yeah.
And I felt really bad because there was a moment where we were getting into a heated thing, and multiple times I said to another player, I said, "You are an idiot child."
The player or the character?
The character, but effectively it was the player. Did I just lose part of a filling?
Uh-oh.
Huh. Yep.
Dentist trip.
Not going to that same dentist.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Because, yep, that's exactly what happened.
All right. So, on that note, go ahead and say goodbye. We're going to take you to the dentist.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks a bunch. Bye, everybody. This is concerning.
All right, guys. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, especially for Chris's fallen tooth.
No, the tooth's fine. Just it looks like part of the protective coating that they've put in there is gone.
Chris is less full in his mouth.
That sounded not true, Logan.